This is a video about general rules around data and how to manipulate your data without using the format as table feature, which you will understand since I think 2010 has been something that is possible. If you click in the table and you format as table, sorry, over there is format as table, it introduces a whole lot of functionality, but we're going to bypass that functionality right now. So the three rules of data are as follows, three fundamental rules of data. There might be a fourth one, I'm not so sure. It'll come to me as I type. The first rule of data, of course, is always have a header row, and by that I mean these over here. Okay, always have a header row, that is all what we call fields. Okay, that applies to all data. All right, okay, all right. Then rule number two would be data always contiguous. Okay, by that we mean joined together. Don't leave blank rows and columns. This is just taboo, even though it looks cool. You shouldn't do that. Okay, that's not good. All right, let's undo that. All right, data always contiguous. It's okay to have blank cells, that's fine, but not to have blank rows and columns. Okay, and then rule number three would be don't mix data. Okay, by that we mean don't put, for example, a number in there or put a text in there. All right, let's undo those two. All right, don't mix data. I forget that fourth one. It was really helpful. It came up on course the other day. There are, I think, 8 rules of data, but the fourth one that seemed really at the site. Anyway, we'll get back to it later. So those are the 3 rules of data. All right, I'm going to delete that now. I need some space. Then the next thing is, of course, one can do a short sort and a long sort. A short sort and a long sort. So if you go here and you click in any of the columns and you do a short sort over there, back to up to top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay, that's a short sort. Long sort is if you click this, you get a box here, and then you can sort by multiple fields. So we're sorting by salesperson. I'm going to add another level and sort by sales. Okay, over here, sort by sales. And done. There we go. So first, where we got multiple instances of David, then we will sort by his sales. See that? Okay. All right. Now, let's do a subtotal quickly. Um, it's important first to sort. So if I want to subtotal by the salesperson, I would go to outline subtotals over here. And no, I should rather just click once. There we go, outline subtotal. And it's each change in salesperson, use the function sum add not to cost center, but to sales over here. You've got to find the correct columns. Then it makes sense. So David's total is 93,000. Jenny's is 11,000. She's lazy, obviously. Richard is 31,364. If I want to remove my subtotal, I simply go there and remove all. So what were the key movements? You've first got to sort by the relevant column. Let's sort by type here, for example. A to Z on type. Now I can go to outline subtotal and I can say at each change in type, use the function sum. Let's try something else. Use the function count in this case. Add it to sales. And there we go. 7 sales for beverages, 4 sales for dairy, 3 sales for meat. Okay. All right. Let's remove that subtotal. Okay. All right. Then the creation of a pivot table. Insert pivot table over here. It pre-selects, which is fantastic. Please check no blank rows or columns. Generally put it into a new worksheet. And then, let's say, salesperson under rows. There we go. Notice this is the pivot table. These are the pivot table fields. If you ever lose that, then you should be careful to turn it on. So show field list over here. So salesperson, let's go by type on the columns. So these are the criteria. Type across the top, salesperson in a column there. And then, of course, any of the data and the values you would throw here underneath values. So that would be the sum total of their sales. And the beauty of that is we can generate a pivot chart immediately. And there we go with our pivot chart. Okay, beautiful. All right. Okay. The pivot chart automatically doesn't look at the grand total, which is definitely what you want. Okay.